This 2-year-old's life was taken because her family believed that she was possessed. This is 2-year-old Bella Bond, and she was born on August 6 of 2012 and was from Boston, Massachusetts. Bella lived with her mother, Rochelle Bond, and her boyfriend, Michael McCarthy. Rochelle was a drug user, and 2 of her other children ended up getting taken away from her. The only one that she had custody of was Bella. Bella was a pretty normal 2-year-old. She would be fussy, she would play, and she would cry, but Rochelle and Michael took this as her being demon possessed. They would ask Bella if she was possessed, and she would say no, and sometimes they would spank her because of it. One night in June of 2015, Bella refused to go to sleep, and Rochelle was getting very frustrated, but eventually she was able to get her to settle down, and that's when Michael and Rochelle could hear Bella playing in her room by herself. Michael had went to Bella's room, and he left the door slightly open, and Rochelle had followed behind him, and she could see that Bella was outstretched on her bed, and Michael was punching her in the abdomen with a lot of force. As Rochelle witnessed all of this, she asked Michael what he was doing, but he would not respond to her, and at this point, Bella's skin was discolored and her head was swollen. Rochelle tried to resuscitate her daughter, but nothing was working. Rochelle started to panic, and that's when she grabbed Bella, tried to get out of the apartment, but Michael had placed both of his hands around her neck and threatened to end her life if she left, and that is when she supposedly went unconscious and Bella just slipped out of her hands. When Rochelle woke up, she was on the living room couch and Michael was injecting her with heroin, and she had asked Michael what he had done to Bella, and he just said that it was her time to go and she was a demon. Bella's body was put in a green duffel bag and was then put into Michael's car. Rochelle claimed when she saw Bella's lifeless body, she screamed, and Michael ended up knocking her out in a response, and when she woke up, she was alone in the car next to a harbor. After a few minutes, Michael came back empty-handed and they just took off. Instead of reporting Bella's death, Rochelle used drugs to cope with everything, and she knew that if she were to report her death, that Michael would end up killing her. A couple months later, Bella's body was found on the shore alongside with a zebra print blanket inside of the bag that she was found in. The unidentified girl was known as Baby Doe. An autopsy was done on Baby Doe, and it revealed severe hemorrhaging and bruising all over her extremities. Since Bella's body was in the water for so long, she had decomposed, and it was almost impossible to find out who this little girl was with her fingerprints. The next few months, people would ask Rochelle and Michael where Bella was, and they would just have conflicting stories on where she actually was. Bella's father ended up coming to Rochelle's apartment to see where Bella was, and she just told him that she was visiting her godparents in Cape Cod.